Controversy and constant image reinvention may have repeatedly overshadowed Madonna's musical accomplishments, but the fact is that the Guinness Book of World Records has listed her as the most successful female recording artist in history, shifting over 120 million albums worldwide. Her journey from anonymity to legendary status starts here. On August the 16th, 1958, in Bay City, Michigan, USA, Madonna Louise Veronica was born into the large Italian Ciccone family. At just 6 years of age, Madonna lost her mother to cancer. It was a tragedy that would not only scar Madonna for life, but would also become a major source of inspiration for her music in years to come.
I think I've been struggling with my mother's death, coming to terms with my mother's death all my life, and I think that sort of cropped up in a lot of my writing.
Madonna's father, Silvio, was left to raise the Ciccone siblings on a rigorous diet of old-fashioned discipline and religious devotion.
The thing is, if my father hadn't been strict, I wouldn't be who I am today. And I think that his strictness taught me a certain amount of discipline that has helped me in my life and my career.
Madonna achieved exceptional grades in high school and took part in several theatre productions. True passion, though, only flourished while dancing. Aged 13, Madonna crossed paths with dance teacher Christopher Flynn, who not only became an inspirational figure, but also a genuine friend. 3 years on, age 16, Madonna got her first taste of the limelight at her first gay discotheque.
She would clear the floor and we'd just start cutting loose, and everybody loved her, and not because she was showing off. It's just that she so thoroughly enjoyed dancing.
In 1976, Madonna earned herself a University of Michigan dance scholarship, but in her soul, she knew there was only one place for her art.
I knew I wanted to be an artist. I knew I wanted to be a creative person. I wasn't sure what form that would take, but I felt like I needed to be in an environment that really celebrated all of those things, which is why I came to New York. I certainly did not think for a second that I would have the sort of global impact that I've had. I mean, I was just trying to get the hell out of Michigan.
With only a few dollar bills to her name, no return ticket, but an all-consuming ambition, Miss Ciccone headed for New York City, where her involvement with music happened by chance. Boyfriend Dan Gilroy needed a drummer and guitarist for his band, The Breakfast Club. Madonna took on both roles, but it simply was not enough.
They already had 2 singers in the band, so they would never let me get up and sing a song, because what's the point? One day, I finally convinced them. They finally said, okay. I got up to sing one song, and the other guy went back to play the drums. And, I got a standing ovation.
Despite the standing ovation, Madonna was denied the role of lead singer, so she quit the band to pursue her own music career. A brief stint with another band followed, and by 1980, Madonna had completed her first solo demo recording. A night like any other, and Madonna got herself down to her favourite club, Danceteria. Little did she know it would lead to her fateful meeting with Sire Records executive Michael Rosenblatt.
She was radiating. Whatever that it is, she had it more than anyone I had ever seen up until that point or since. I mean, it was just bouncing off the walls.
A recording contract offer followed 2 days later, and her first single, Everybody, was released in 1982. In 1983, Madonna released her first self-titled album, but it wasn't until the following year that Madonna would embark on her legacy, bringing a worldwide audience along with her. At the beginning of her career in the early 80s, a delicately voiced Madonna quickly established herself as a dance pop diva.
I was incredibly innocent and naive, and I just put one foot in front of the next, and I just put myself out there.
Whilst recognition did arrive earlier, 1984's Like a Virgin is to this day considered the album that launched the lace-clad singer into superstardom. Still audibly dance-like, the Like a Virgin album was embraced by the mainstream worldwide and featured a particular 80s new wave pop track that would forever brand Madonna.
she became that it person, that cultural icon. Madonna has gone far beyond just being a pop singer. You know, she became Elvis Presley, Marilyn Monroe.
The new experience of worldwide fame was soon followed by another, though this time a more personal one. In 1985, Madonna married actor Sean Penn.
I think most people have that one person, you know. I mean, the person that you're, you know, live and die for, the person that gets right down in your heart and soul.
And from true love sprung Madonna's 1986 album, True Blue. An optimistically poppy and upbeat piece of work, the True Blue album also marked the beginning of a different kind of love affair for Madonna, one with Latin culture. She made it plain for the whole world to see in the Spanish acoustic guitar-driven La Isla Bonita. Almost 13 years before the Latin explosion of 1999, Madonna had already discovered the sensual appeal of Latin sound and imagery, something that would remain with her in years to come. 1989 not only marked the release of the Like a Prayer album, but also Madonna's divorce from Sean. The record's mood was more daring and serious than its predecessors. Madonna had begun to provocatively question and push the boundaries on social taboos surrounding sex, racism and religion.
The Catholicism of my childhood was just a series of rules that were forced on me, and a dogma that I didn't understand. It was just like, this is what you do, and there is no reason why. This is just what you do.
The Like a Prayer album was an overflow of exciting blends of pop, funk and spine-tingling ballads. But the controversial video for the title track ultimately managed to upstage the record's riches.
That album has some amazing, brilliant stuff on it. There was a real magic about that whole time, and a real intensity, and it was really powerful.
In 1990, Madonna and her crew embarked on the Blonde Ambition tour, and on display was a significant clue of what would soon follow. Madonna's flirtation with sex beyond conventional boundaries culminated in her 1993 Erotica album. Carrying a parental advisory sticker, the album was a sexy mixture of pop, contemporary club beats and 70s disco cool. Causing further controversy, though, was the darker, brooding title track, Erotica.
Everyone's afraid, and I'm telling them not to be afraid.
1994's Bedtime Stories album saw Madonna return to a warmer, lighter and less threatening sound. It was perhaps Madonna's collaboration with Icelandic singer Björk on the haunting single Bedtime Story which opened her eyes to the endless possibilities of today's ever-evolving electronic music.
Let's get unconscious.